Dawson Rider Review.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of TK Series 08 Kamen Rider Drive / Mach Dead Heat. So this is a pretty unique TK figure. It still carries the same gimmick that all the TK figures have had, which is the tire Kokon. You know, you got the tire right here, as you can see, and it can switch out with any of the other TK Series compatible figures or Tridron, stuff like that. But he's pretty unique in the fact that he is a form changer. Because Drive and Mach share the same form, for this he actually transforms back and forth between Drive and Mach. I might talk about that a little bit. I don't want to get too much into it, but I'm going to have like a slight mini review of the concept of this in the review of the figure. But anyhow, let's get started. With the box, just real quick, let me zoom out a smidge. That was a smidge. Here's obviously where the figure was, or it could be an invisible figure. You don't know their life. Pictures of Drive and Mach in their dead heat forms. Suit pictures of their helmets. Shows a little bit how they transform on the top. The side just continues, obviously. More pictures of them here, and on the back some laser effects, not actual lasers. It doesn't really shoot lasers, really. And then it just shows you some stuff you can do with it, some mixing and matching and stuff like that. An advertisement for Tridron and Mach Spike and all that fun stuff. As for what he comes with, other than himself and the tire change, what's unique about him, see, look, is he's actually got a tire change and a signal change, which is cool. And then he comes with two weapons. You get a door gun here to represent Drive, which is pretty much just like the other door gun you got with Technic, was it? And then you get a Zenrin shooter. So as you saw it on the back, you can do a wield, you can put one or the other. It's just hours of fun. Alright, but so right now we have him in Drive Type Dead Heat. So, boom. More like Type Deadpan, am I right? No. Let's go ahead and we'll do our little spinny spin, not the tire. But here is Drive Type Dead Heat. Now, I think it's probably my favorite of the two forms. You can see my main problem here with the form is Mach's head on the back. But the figure-wise is very okay. It's not a bad figure or anything. The only thing I don't like about it is, I don't know if you can really tell, but with the head sculpt there, because the eyes are of a white color, it blends in so much with the helmet that it doesn't stand out as much as the other ones that almost have a compound effect, which kind of bothers me. That's really my only main problem with the figure look-wise, is that it looks a little bit better on camera, but in person it just doesn't come off quite as cool. But everything else is pretty much what you've come to expect. I mean, the details are all solid. There's nothing too special about it. It's not figure arts level, but it's not atrocious or anything. There's Mach's belt on the back. I think I have his little thing turned around too much, his little brace there. If you can see it, he actually has the symbol on his belt there. But overall, still pretty okay looking. I really don't have too many problems with it when it comes to that. It's just that one thing with the helmet, because the compound effect on like Type Speed, Wild, and Technique looks really cool, and this one just doesn't have that. To transform it is actually pretty easy. I mean, right here you can see he's got his little brace, and you just kind of hide it up, which is really how you do it. Just pretend it's not there. Just don't even look at it. He doesn't even have a bracelet. What are you talking about? And then right here, you just want to get a grip somewhere so you can actually just independently move his waist around. See if I can't get it. There we go. And move his waist around so that the Mach driver is in front instead. And then boom, here we go. Schwink. There you have Mach. That's Mach Type Dead Heat. And then this can stay the same, and then you can also swirl the tire around to get that like Mach in overdrive form when he literally in the show just goes like this. Literally, that's what happened. This is like a scene from The Hangover. But yeah, he literally does that, and then it changes the tire to this mode. So that's what literally just happened in the show. But quickly before I do his little fashion show, I just want to say I do like the idea very much so of the rider and the secondary rider sharing a form. And I definitely see what they're trying to go for with them sort of mismatching. It was a cool idea for a toy, a lot of cool ideas, but I just don't think it works. Like Type Dead Heat, Drive is pretty okay for me. I feel like there could be a little more balance in the color, but I like it okay. But with the thing with, I think Mach gets the short end of the stick because he essentially just gets the crimson chin right here. Like I said, really cool idea. I'd like to see them do that in the future in another series where maybe they share an upgrade or some upgrades, but I don't think they necessarily need to make them interchangeable. It would have been really neat if they had the freedom to give Mach and Drive designs that, while looking similar, were independent enough so that Mach didn't get the crimson chin going on. Like I said, it was a neat idea. I could definitely see that they were thinking of a lot of different things. I mean, you have the concept existing on its own, and then you have the potential for a toy that does this. It just kind of made for a not quite as interesting looking Mach form. But that's more so my review of the concept than it is my review of the figure. The figure is very easy to transform. It's kind of fun and a neat idea. There's Mach Dead Heat, which I think, at least figure-wise, helmet-wise at least, he looks kind of better just because he doesn't have the blending in. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as the figure goes, not even trying to bring my opinions about the concept of Dead Heat into it, it's a very decent figure. I do like it. You get a little bit more playability with stuff. You can, you know, swap out this tire. You can put any of the other tires on it you want. Stuff like that. You could swap part of his body with Drive Type Speed's body. You get the different transformations between the two riders. You get tire change and signal change, which are both removable and swappable. So if you are a fan of it, I can recommend it. I think it's one of the more versatile and fun figures. It's honestly my only real drawbacks about the figure are my personal opinion about the concept of it and the eyes blending in a little bit on the helmet. But other than that, it's still a very solid figure. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at ridersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's Dawson Rider, signing out.